Hi, my name is Eno. I'm a spiritual life coach. I've spent the last few years helping clients break free from the patterns and limitations holding them back. Sometimes ones they've lived with for decades. At other times, I've helped them overcome challenges around issues such as identifying our purpose or highest priorities, managing our time, energy, focus, and attention, maintaining an inner sense of peace in a society that doesn't dissuade us from developing a frenetic lifestyle that will often lead to burnout, and helping them get better daily at balancing our competing priorities in an effort to achieve our short, mid, or long-term goals. Priorities such as maintaining our health and fitness, fostering our personal growth, building or sustaining a family, developing a career, managing a business, studying or developing or maintaining flourishing personal and professional relationships. I know what it's like to feel stuck, overwhelmed, even lost, because I've been there, and I also know what it takes to rise. That's why I created the Six Pillars Life Coaching channel to share freely and widely the tools, insights, and practices I wish I'd had when I largely blindly tried to work through the challenging experiences I had to contend with and navigate in the past. In this first of a 4-part wellness foundational video series, I'll walk you through a high-level overview of the elements of my holistic 6 pillars wellness framework. It's aimed at doing one thing: moving us towards achieving the World Health Organization's definition of wellness. The framework is grounded in ancient wisdom, modern science, and universal truth. It's helped my clients transform their lives and can help you transform yours. Back in September 2018, my life collapsed twice. First, I lost the job I held for over 25 years. Just 6 months later, my 24-year marriage ended. In the 18 months that followed, I found myself stuck. Mentally and emotionally, I felt paralyzed. I was drowning in a negative thought cycle, caught in a storm of despondency, suppressed anger, sadness, and a deep sense of loss and loneliness. There were days I couldn't even recognize myself. But in the midst of that emotional turmoil and fog, 3 thoughts and beliefs somehow stayed with me. Thoughts and beliefs planted in my childhood. That each of us is here for a reason, that we matter, that life has meaning. That small flicker of hope planted a belief in the possibility of a brighter future. It became a lifeline. It didn't fix everything overnight, but it gave me enough hope to begin clawing my way back. I began to ask, why am I here? What is the purpose of all this pain? And how do I find peace again? At the same time, I saw some friends and relatives facing their own crises, overwhelmed, anxious, depressed, and mentally spiraling. And I realized I had no tools to truly help them, just words. That realization lit a fire in me. I wanted to be able to help others with more than just words of comfort. I wanted a framework, something real, practical, something that would enable each of us spiral up the continuum of our evolution, that would see us move from healing to growth and then to awakening. Something grounded in ancient wisdom, modern science, and universal truth. A system anyone could use to reset, rebuild, and rise again. So I began a journey of daily introspection, self-reflection, and study, and a commitment towards my personal growth. I wanted to understand how I contributed to getting to where I was, how to avoid repeating old patterns, how the mind, the body, and spirit actually work together, and how to help others move forward, even from their darkest moments. Over time, I came to realize that all of life falls into three domains: self, mission, and relationships. They are the first principles of self-actualization, and that mastering each one together leads to personal power, purpose, and peace. And from that journey, which in some respects had begun over 25 years ago, my work and practice as a spiritual life coach and self-actualization practitioner was born. In the last few years, I've had the privilege of helping others break free from the patterns that held them captive for most of their adult life. And today, I want to share the framework that helped me and so many others reset, rebuild, and reclaim our lives, such that now they predominantly live and move forward with a sense of meaning, purpose, and contentment. We often hear the word wellness, but what does it really mean? According to the WHO, wellness is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. But here's the problem. Most approaches to wellness are fragmented. They focus on one area like fitness, nutrition, or mindfulness, and don't pay enough attention to how it is being impacted by the other fundamental and crucial dimensions of wellness that have or are being neglected. Often the current approach is not enough. It's not smart. It's not an effective strategy. True wellness requires integration. It needs an integrated and interdependent solution that should empower us to thrive mentally, physically, and socially. This is important because everything is connected. As stated by Neil deGrasse Tyson, we are all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, to the rest of the universe atomically. An integrative solution addresses the question of connecting and contributing what we are doing to everything else critical to our overall well-being. That's exactly what the elements of the framework I'm going to share do. This video will introduce you to the 6 foundational daily practices I term the pillars of self-actualization. The title of my forthcoming book which you can sign up to be notified about its release on my website. When practiced consistently, the practices help you do 3 things. 1, calm the mind and grow your consciousness. 2, strengthen the body and restore vitality. And 3, cultivate deeper, more fulfilling relationships. These practices work together. Each one strengthens the other, and together they help you build a lifestyle rooted in purpose, presence, and peace. Using the 3 pillars in the World Health Organization's definition of wellness as the chief cornerstone of the framework, let's begin with the mental dimension, the seat of our thoughts, beliefs, and inner dialogue to lay out the framework. 4 of the 6 practices sit under this umbrella and must be engaged in daily. The first is a spiritual practice. This anchors us in meaning. As the French philosopher, paleontologist, and Jesuit priest Pierre Teilhard de Chardin said, "We are spiritual beings having a human experience. When we connect to a greater purpose, we start to understand that life isn't just happening to us, it's happening for us." The second is a meditation practice, the foundation of mindfulness and self-awareness. Meditation trains us to be awake, not just physically, but spiritually and emotionally. It sharpens our perception and centers our attention. The third is a neurosculpting practice. We all carry beliefs that shape our reality. Some of them, unfortunately, limit us. A neurosculpting practice helps us identify and rewire our negative and disempowering subconscious mental patterns and opens the door to greater possibility and the development of an abundant mindset. The fourth is a sense of meaning practice. Without a compelling vision for our lives, it's easy to drift. This practice helps you clarify your vision, purpose, and chart a path to it. With it, we move forward with intention. Next is the physical dimension, the foundation of energy and resilience. It is facilitated through the 5th practice, a well-being practice. To be in an optimal physiological state, we must do everything in our power to optimize our sleep, nutrition, and movement. They are our body's non-negotiables. Without a clear plan, especially around nutrition, most people struggle to meet their body's basic nutritional needs consistently. Finally, is the social dimension. This is crucial because we're wired for connection, and it is facilitated through what I term an intersculpting practice. As Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. An intersculpting practice is about truly understanding yourself, evolving how you relate to others and how you express yourself in the world. It helps you develop a greater level of social and emotional intelligence. It helps you get better at understanding and regulating your emotions, expanding your personality's comfort zone, and cultivating relationships that nourish you. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Wellness is not a mystery. It's a daily practice. In the next video of this 4-part foundational wellness series, I will set out a 4-part mental model entitled the Wellness Mental Model. It's intended to transform the lens through which you begin to view, connect every aspect of, and navigate life. In the third video, I will take a deep dive into the second pillar of the model, the accountability catalyst, and its associated web app. In the fourth and final video in the series, I will look deeper at the first pillar of the model, the vision clarifier, and show you how to clarify your vision and integrate the output of that effort into your daily life. These 4 videos form the foundation from which all other videos I create going forward will emerge, with the intention of providing insight and or sharing a tool or tools or exercises associated to one of the 6 pillars and habits that will help you reclaim control of your health, your mind, and your life. If you would like to learn more today, visit my website where you can download free tools tied to these practices or take my wellness assessment to get your personalized report and a free coaching session. Let's make wellness more than a goal. Let's make it your way of life.